Their contribution to global warming.
See, that's going to save. That's the one.
यहाँ से मतलब ये
I love grass, man.
Because I'm getting the train at Windermere.
I won't be here. I'm leaving 11 o'clock. I have a college. But if my daughter is